Transporting the world's largest and heaviest cargo is a jaw-dropping feat of engineering and precision. From moving entire houses and massive mining trucks to hauling oil platforms, space rockets, and industrial giants, each journey is a high-risk operation where one wrong move could spell disaster. Here are 10 of the heaviest and most incredible transports ever attempted. Number 1. Moving entire houses. Transporting a house is like moving a fragile giant on wheels. This operation requires precise planning, as even the slightest miscalculation can turn a beautiful home into a pile of rubble. Before the move, construction teams reinforce the structure, remove delicate parts, and secure vulnerable sections to prevent damage. High-power trucks tow the house on special hydraulic platforms, which absorb shocks and keep it stable. However, the journey is far from easy. Low bridges, narrow roads, and sharp turns pose serious challenges. In many cases, entire streets must be cleared, power lines temporarily removed, and escort vehicles deployed to ensure a smooth passage. One wrong turn, and the entire operation could turn into a disaster. This is why house relocation is one of the most precise and complex transport feats in the world. Number 2. The Bagger 288. The Bagger 288 is a bucket wheel excavator built by Lochhammer and first used in East Germany in 1964. This machine was part of a series designed for intensive mining operations. The Bagger 288, a standout in this series, was the largest land vehicle in the world for 40 years, standing 315 feet high and 788 feet long, and weighing over 13,500 tons. It required just over 16 kilowatts of power to keep its 70-foot bucket wheel operating continuously. Built by Krupp for Rheinbraun, the Bagger 288 worked at the Tagebau Hambach strip mine in Germany, extracting up to 240,000 tons of material per day. After 23 years, it exhausted the mine's resources and was abandoned in 2002 due to high dismantling costs. Before its retirement, the Bagger 288 made a 14-mile trek to the Garzweiler mine on its 12 Caterpillar tracks. Witnessing this giant machine on the move was like seeing a behemoth from a sci-fi movie. Number 3. Transporting industrial towers. Massive industrial towers, such as those used in refineries, power plants, and chemical processing, require extraordinary precision to be transported. Some of these towers can reach 90 meters in length and weigh over 100 tons, making their transportation a logistical nightmare. Engineers meticulously plan every route, analyzing road conditions, potential obstacles, and weight distribution to the smallest detail. Even a minor miscalculation could result in millions of dollars in damages, delays, or even environmental hazards. Specialized trailers with hydraulic lifting systems are used to keep these towering structures stable during the journey. Often, entire highways must be closed for hours or even days to allow safe passage. These behemoths on wheels are true testaments to the marvels of human engineering and careful planning. Number 4. Steam turbine engine. Sometimes, the sheer size of an object isn't fully realized until it's loaded onto a truck and moved slowly from one place to another. This was the case with a Toshiba steam turbine engine, so large that it required a specially customized truck for transport. Even with this vehicle, the turbine could only be moved a few kilometers per day. The journey involved crossing 82 bridges at this painstaking pace, making it the heaviest object ever transported in Texas at the time. The weight was so immense that the truck tires were pressed flat against the ground, and workers had to get off the truck when crossing bridges to ensure safety. Although the transport itself didn't take months, extensive preparation was required. This monumental effort highlights the logistical challenges of moving such a massive engine. Number 5. Wind turbine blades. Wind turbine components are some of the largest and most awkwardly shaped cargo ever transported. Turbine blades can exceed 80 meters in length, while their massive generators can weigh up to 150 tons, equivalent to 20 adult elephants. Transporting these giant components is an excruciatingly slow and strategic process. Each blade must be carefully angled, lifted, and maneuvered to navigate sharp turns, hills, and overpasses. Road closures and police escorts are common to ensure smooth movement, while precision driving techniques allow trucks to weave through narrow roads. Sometimes, entire mountain passes and highways must be temporarily modified to accommodate these gigantic wind turbine parts. The level of planning and coordination required to pull this off is truly mind-boggling. Number 6. NASA's Space Shuttle. NASA's space shuttles are remarkable, not just for their missions, but also for their transport processes. This space shuttle was the youngest orbiter in NASA's space shuttle fleet and was retired in July 2011 after 30 years of orbital service. Following its retirement, the shuttle was wheeled through Southern California to its final resting place at the California Science Center. The 12-mile journey took 2 days to complete. Numerous changes had to be made for this trip. Utility lines and street lights had to be removed, and approximately 200 trees were cut down to clear the path. Number 7. Transporting transformers. Electrical transformers are some of the most crucial pieces of infrastructure in modern energy grids, but moving them is a monumental challenge. Weighing over 400 tons and reaching lengths of 10 meters, these power giants require hydraulic trailers that can adjust their height and tilt to maintain stability. Transporting them often involves weeks of planning, with engineers analyzing routes to reinforce roads and bridges before the transport even begins. Since transformers are incredibly expensive and delicate, they must be moved at ultra-slow speeds, sometimes taking days or weeks to reach their destination. The precision required to execute these transports makes them one of the most carefully monitored and controlled logistical operations in the world. Number 8. Oil platforms. Moving an oil platform is an unimaginable logistical feat. These floating cities weigh anywhere between 10,000 and 20,000 tons, towering over 60 meters high. Because of their sheer size, most oil platforms must be disassembled into sections before transportation. Massive ocean barges, cranes, and even custom-built ships are used to move these structures across water, while hydraulic transporters carry them on land. Every movement is precisely calculated to avoid catastrophic losses, as a single mistake could cost billions in damages. With real-time stability monitoring, hydraulic support systems, and GPS tracking, these massive oil platforms reach their destinations with absolute precision. Number 9. Road trains. In the remote deserts of Australia, road trains are the undisputed kings of cargo transport. These multi-trailer trucks, stretching over 50 meters in length, haul massive loads through some of the most inhospitable terrains on Earth. Drivers must navigate rough roads, wildlife hazards, and extreme weather, relying on bull bars to protect against collisions with large animals. Only the most skilled truckers can handle these multi-ton behemoths, ensuring cargo reaches its destination across vast, barren landscapes. Number 10. Space rockets. One of the most astonishing transport operations involves moving space rockets to their launch sites. NASA's Crawler transporter, weighing 2,700 tons, carries rockets like the Saturn V and SpaceX Starship to the launch pad. Moving at just 1 kilometer per hour, this enormous vehicle consumes 300 liters of fuel per kilometer, making it one of the slowest yet most powerful transporters ever built. Engineers closely monitor every movement, ensuring the rocket remains perfectly balanced throughout its journey. It's an awe-inspiring sight to watch a mammoth rocket travel to its launch site, knowing that it will soon break free from Earth's gravity. Each of these transportation feats represents the pinnacle of engineering and logistics, proving that no matter how massive the cargo, human ingenuity will always find a way to move it. Which of these transport operations amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments.